Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We are back with a new episode of What a K-Drama, and this time we're talking about 2022 films.
You're not going to introduce yourself?
Oh, yes. My name is
you?
Kathleen.
My name is Ilse.
And, well, we're back. And, this is also another sort of episode that has become staple in every season of What a K-Drama. We talk about movies now.
Yeah, because I feel like not a lot of people talk about Korean movies.
That is very true. And there's too many as well. Yeah.
Look at us filling this niche
yes.
content. My God, I can't speak. Okay, let's take a closer look at the top 10 of the highest grossing films of 2022 so far.
Yeah.
And we're filming this on like the 29th of August.
Yes.
So by the time this gets out, it'll be like what? October-ish?
Maybe it's November. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
But probably a lot of movies will come out by then. So
yes,
so keep that in mind.
Surprise!
Yay!
Let's briefly go over each one from the top 10, and then we can go in depth on each film.
Yeah.
So in number 1, we have, or should I start from 10?
Let's do it from 10, I think.
Okay, 10.
10.
It only made a measly $5 million.
A little bit.
Just, what
tiny
is
bit.
$5 million? Like
nothing,
Anyways, that is Kingmaker.
Yes.
Distributed by Megabox, Jung-An plus M.
Okay.
Then on 9th place, we have Broker, which we're going to talk about in depth.
Yes.
Which was distributed by CG A&M.
Yes.
And that made $9,591 US dollars.
Of course, the cast.
Yeah. I mean...
We'll talk about that later anyways,
yes. Yes. Then we have The Pirate, The Last Royal Treasure. I think this is one of the oldest, quote-unquote, films in the top 10. Because it came out at the start of the year, I think, and then was picked up by Netflix. That made $9,632,000. So,
wow.
Broker can still, jump over. On the 7th place, we have Alienoid, also distributed by CJ E&M, which made $12 million.
Roughly, yes.
Yes. And then on 6th place, we have Decision to Leave, which is my favorite. That made a measly $14 million.
Okay.
Then we have Emergency Declaration on 5th place.
Okay.
Distributed by Showbox, which made $15 million. That came out not too long ago, I think, so that is still going to go up.
Yeah.
On 4th place, we have The Witch, Part 2, the other one. This was long awaited.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And made $21 million so far. I'm assuming this is going to go up.
Yeah, probably.
Top 3.
Yes.
3rd place, we have Hunt, which literally has been out for like 2 weeks or something. It has currently made over $25 million.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. 2nd place is Hansan Rising Dragon, which is distributed by Lotte Entertainment.
Yeah.
And made a whopping $51 million US dollars.
Yes.
What is money even?
What is that? But I wonder, because that is the gross, the domestic gross. I wonder how much they do internationally, and also how much of that is like for the actors,
Good question. Good question. Let's talk about the number 1.
Yeah.
And that domestic gross is pretty insane.
Yes, I agree with that.
So, number 1 goes to The Roundup, which is a sequel and was distributed by ABO Entertainment and has made a whopping $100 million and half.
Wow. Wow.
What is money?
Literally.
It's all monopoly money.
Literally.
Capitalism. But like, that's insane.
That is pretty insane because we're just in August. Okay, it's not even the end of the year yet. We're sort of like entering the third quarter, I suppose. Or finishing the second quarter. I can't remember the quarters right now.
Finishing third.
Yeah, we're finishing third quarter. So this is pretty impressive because, I think is that after the lockdown times, everyone was like, I'm going to the cinema.
Yeah.
Don't care, I am going to the cinema. So I think that we have a case of this, they're going all in. Now let's talk about the movies. Tell me about the plot. I was just one of these ones because I just couldn't get myself to watch the other ones because I'm gonna be honest, it's not my genre.
What is not your genre?
The movies.
Well, they were a bit all over the place, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I'm more into like soft rom-coms, coming of age kind of thingy. And they were all like quite dark, I'm not gonna lie.
Even Broker was dark when you think about it.
100%. And look, we're gonna talk about it later, but confusion, okay.
Let me do a brief introduction of each film and then we can talk about the films that we saw in depth. Okay?
Yes.
So, the roundup, numero uno.
Yeah.
This is a crime action film. It's the sequel to The Outlaws from 2017 that was also hugely popular.
Okay.
It was directed by Kang Young-sun and written by Kim Min-sung.
Okay.
And it has our boy Ma Dong-seok in it. That man is buff. Okay.
Yes.
I feel like that man came out of the womb already with a six-pack and like shoulders.
Yeah, he was exercising in the womb. He was exercising.
He had like, the dumbbells and stuff.
Oh my god.
Man works out like it's his job.
Okay.
Well, it kind of is.
It is his job. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he plays a police detective.
Okay.
And he and his team members have to go to Vietnam to catch a South Korean perpetrator?
Runaway?
Criminal? No, not runaway. They didn't really know him before, I think.
Okay.
But our evil, dastardly villain is Son Soo-koo, who just came out of my liberation notes.
Oh, that dude. Okay.
Mwah. He's so good at acting.
You're biased. You're biased, literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, the timing of that film literally came like 1 or 2 weeks after my liberation notes finished.
Oh, wow.
So everyone
watching that, of course, because let's be honest, everyone had a bit of a crush on him.
Man's hot, what can I say?
Fair enough.
Anyway, so the whole thing is that they have to catch him. There's a couple of really cool fight scenes.
Yeah.
But I wasn't, like, it was a fun watch, but I wasn't, like, wowed by the plot.
Fair enough. But everyone else was, because 100 million, hello.
Maybe they just like fight scenes.
That's very true.
But the fight scenes were awesome, though. Like,
maybe it's just not our genre. Well, it's not my genre anyways. We know that.
Yeah. And The Outlaws 3 is already scheduled for 2023.
No surprise. No surprise after that whooping amount of money they made.
Yeah. Keep it coming, because I'm actually intrigued.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's talk about Hansan Rising Dragon.
Okay.
This is a war action film directed by Kim Han-min.
Okay.
It's the second film of Kim's trilogy about the battles led by Yi Sun-sin. So it's like based on like two
events.
Battles.
It actually rings a bell there. Yes.
But one, I didn't watch it because I couldn't find it. And two, it's about boats.
I mean, I think we spoke about this last season in our special episode with Orianthi, and boats are important. You know?
I know, but I literally like, ugh.
I feel like we're going in full circle here again, where the discussion you had with Orianthi about the genres.
I know, but like, I wasn't even that big of a fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. I just watched it for Keira Knightley.
Fair enough. That is very fair.
Anyway, so I would like to watch it, but I can't make myself watch it.
Okay.
Because it's about war and it's about boats.
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
It's just not my cup of tea, really.
I do love pirates and boats. I might watch it, but I will have to watch all of them, actually.
But it's so dark.
Is it too dark for me?
You might like the historical aspect of it.
I do love a
That would
Chosun sort of like historic drama. Love it to bits.
Yeah.
I just don't like the
Watch the
destination.
trailer and give it a shot.
Look, if it's like my country, that drama I watched that it was beautifully shot. It was up a war as well. Stunning. Was it too bloody sometimes? It was. Did I still watch it? Yes, because it was actually good. If it's like that, I can get behind that. I just don't like all the like guts outs and stuff like that.
Well, it is a war film, so I'm
I
assuming there's going to be lots of guts.
Okay, fair enough.
Probably like floating in the water.
Amazing. Yay. Okay.
Oh, visual.
Okay.
Let's talk about the next one.
Please.
So the next one is Hunt. This is an espionage action film directed by Lee Jung-jae of Squid Game fame.
Oh, okay.
This is his directorial debut. And it stars Lee Jung-jae himself and longtime friend Jung Woo-sung. And it's about spies in the government, and they have to find which one is the North Korean spy.
Ooh.
So it's all about like intrigue and like deception. So this is my cup of tea, and I will watch it, but it literally just came out, so I can't really
watch it right now. You have to wait.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Sad. It is. Looks good. Watch the trailer. It looks exciting. Next up is The Witch Part 2, the other one.
And if you don't know, Ilse loved the first one. And that's what she loved.
Because the first one was absolutely amazing. This is a science fiction action horror film written and directed by Park Hoon-jung. And it's a sequel to The Witch Part 1, the version that came out in 2018.
In 2018? Has it been that long?
4 years ago!
Literally, where is time going?
I don't know. And it was kind of disappointing.
Oh, was it? But, I mean, the cast looks pretty amazing.
Yeah. It still was a bit disappointing.
Oh, no. Okay.
I know! I just...
the cast looks amazing,
so
and I'm biased with one of them already,
The girl from Extraordinary Attorney Woo's in it, and it was kind of hard to...
Yeah, detach.
Ooh to the to the ooh.
Yes.
I was like, it's the ooh to the ooh girl. But then she was like, can I give spoilers?
Of course.
She died. And I was like, oh.
Oh, wow.
No. Yeah. Anyways, it's a solid story-ish.
Yeah.
It has great action sequences with the superpowers and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just not as good as the first one. I think it's pretty hard to top that kind of
psychological sort of, because the first one was pretty psychological intrigue,
insane plot twist.
The actors of the first one, they were incredible.
Kendami, she shows up in this one.
Okay, but briefly.
But only for like a minute.
Oh no.
So it was kind of sad.
Okay.
Also, I think it was a little bit the same like in Broker. There were too many different parties at play.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was just too much.
Yeah.
They weren't like worked out properly.
Yeah. Were they all connected?
Well, yeah, they're all connected somehow, but it's just...
But did it make sense? That's my question.
It kind of made sense.
Okay.
But why would you introduce so many characters if they're all gonna die at the end anyways?
I don't know.
Introduce a few less characters and then just spend more time with them.
Yeah, fair enough.
And like, it. Kyung Hee, Park Eun-bin's character, the Uterium to the U girl, she gets a lot of time with her storyline.
Yeah.
But it goes nowhere. Like, there's no resolution, there's no growth. It's just there, and then she dies.
Who's the witch in this one?
Shin Chia.
Okay.
She's girl. She doesn't really have a name.
Okay, interesting. Well, in fairness, which one wasn't my cup of tea, even though I love the characters and the actors. I don't think this one's my cup of tea either, even though it's got Lee Jong-suk in it. And I am a Jong-suk bias.
He has like the like bob length hair, and he looks hot. Can I just say?
He always looks hot, girl. It doesn't matter what he haircut.
He has like this vampire look,
of course.
And they're pretty much setting a story up for part 3.
Fair enough.
And he better be in it, because otherwise that's also like just lost.
Basically, yes.
Anyways, yeah, still watch it. It is a fun watch.
Fair enough.
It's a bit meh sometimes, but I still had fun watching it.
Okay.
Let's talk about Emergency Declaration.
Okay.
This is a disaster action film directed by Han Jae-rim and starring Song Kang-ho, Lee Byung-hun, Jeon Do-yeon, and Kim Nang-gil.
Okay.
Cast, amazing.
Yes.
Mr. Sunshine is in it.
Of course.
The dude from Hell is Other People is in it.
Okay.
What more?
This is literally right.
need?
Yeah, the favorite actors. A couple of them are here. This year was for you, basically.
Yeah, but still, last year was a bit. Let's focus on
Yeah.
So it's based on like a kind of true story, and then they just take a run with it.
Okay.
There's a like terrorist disease plot in an airplane that is in the sky.
So it's like Train to Busan. There's some sort of virus in the plane.
Yes, but in a plane in the sky, and I was like, this is COVID is just it's still going.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh.
Great.
Maybe
Too soon.
Yeah, I still want to watch it though.
Okay.
Because it just the acting.
I mean,
and the actors.
Quite big names there.
Yeah. So I am intrigued by the story. I haven't seen it yet because literally it's nowhere yet. I am a bit iffy about the health storyline. Particularly because it's like coughing and stuff.
Okay.
So I was like,
am I gonna be more paranoid after watching the movie? Probably.
Maybe.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, maybe they should have done the symptoms like a bit
less
creepier, like blood from the eyes or something.
Okay.
Just no coughing.
Please. Or sneezing.
It's too
soon. People, too soon. We're still shaking up. Okay.
Yeah. Next up. Decision to Leave. Whoa. Okay. So, this is a romantic mystery film.
Ooh.
It's not that romantic.
Oh, okay.
It's more like a suspense.
I was like, oh my god, I can't watch that then.
Not sure you would like it. It's a bit depressing. It was produced, co-written, and directed by Park Chan-wook, who did The Handmaiden, Stoker, Old Boy. So, high expectations. It stars Tam Wei, who is a Chinese actress, and Park Hae-il, who is a Korean actor. And the film was selected for the Palme d'Or at the 2022 Cannes Film Festival, where Park Chan-wook won Best Director. So, this plot, interesting plot.
Okay.
So, Hae-jun, played by Park Hae-il, is a detective. And there's like bits and pieces pulled from the character of Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Which is interesting. The detective is married, but his wife and himself live quite a bit away. So There's a bit of distance.
Okay.
He starts an investigation of an unnatural death case where a dude fell off a really, really high mountain while hiking.
Okay.
Did he fall or was he pushed? That's the question.
Okay.
The wife of the dude who died is played by Tangwei. Her name is Sore. And it's interesting because from the start, there's like this connection between the detective and the
It's
wife.
like tension.
Yeah, but it's interesting, not in like a sexual, like, whoa way. It's more as in like a intellectual / domesticated
I have a question.
way,
Does she speak Korean
Yes.
in this movie?
She speaks both.
Oh.
She uses Google Translate in the film a lot,
Oh, relatable.
but she also speaks a bit of Korean.
Okay. Okay.
So it's actually really cool that the language aspect is
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, because Google Translator saves lives, basically.
Pretty much, yeah, 100%. So it's a bit about how he tries to solve the murder case and how his connection exists with this woman while he's married. But for me, this is one of the best films of the year so far.
Interesting.
Because one, the story is super intriguing. Two, the way that it was filmed.
I think you mentioned that. Yes, you
Girl.
mentioned that. Yes.
Beautiful. Like, I haven't seen a film this beautifully done and really well edited in like a while.
Oh, even last year.
So, yeah, it's really, really good.
Okay.
It can be a bit disorienting as like timeline wise because of all the like interesting cuts and stuff. But it's I love it to pieces. It's so cool. Bit of a trigger warning for suicide, but that's up to your own judgment, of course. But like, girl, it's so pretty. I'm gonna rewatch it because now that I know the full story, I'm like, I need to dig this apart.
Just to appreciate things that you weren't able to appreciate in the first watch, I suppose.
Exactly. So if you want any recommendation, watch that one. That's my favorite. Go watch it. Let's talk about Alienoid, which is probably the weirdest film of the year so far. So this is a science fantasy action film. It's a lot of genres. Directed by Choi Dong-hoon, starring Ryu Jun-yeol, Kim Woo-bin, and
oh my
Kim
god,
Tae-ri.
the cast.
I know. I know, the cast.
Wow.
Crazy. However, the story, crazier. So, this is aliens come to Earth. They take humans prisoner. Not all, but some humans prisoner. And a couple cast members fall through time to fight aliens.
What? What in the inception is this?
I have no idea. I've only seen the trailer. I haven't seen the film yet because I was so like, what is this plot? What is the plot?
Aliens is not very common in the K-drama world. I mean, I think My Love from the Start, but that's like old, you know.
Well, they've been like going to space.
They're going to space, but not aliens. You know, they go to space. They find other civilizations that, well, they're kind of aliens, I suppose. But you know, not like that. No invasion.
But a lot of the aliens look kind of robot-y.
Yes.
So it's weird. It looks utterly bizarre. But I'm kind of also intrigued by the bizarreness of it all.
I am intrigued as well, because that's an odd mix.
Because they're fighting aliens in the Goryeo
time. So I can
Do
just
the
imagine the
sea.
big hat and then fighting with swords aliens. So that the math is not
Yeah.
math in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm like, girl, you need to watch this trailer. It's bonkers.
I see. Okay.
Let's go to the next one. The next one is The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure. I've already reviewed this quite a while ago because it was out on Netflix. This is also pirates and the ocean.
You gotta fall into that genre because that's what Netflix is giving.
Why are there so many ships?
Well, ships are necessary.
Year?
Well, I don't know, literally.
I mean, I get it, but still. Either way, this was a fun watch. This was not war or something. It's a bunch of like ragtag groups that go chase treasure. And it's also a bit of a romance story.
I can get behind this one. I like the sound of it. So romance and pirates? Absolutely.
Also, okay, listen to this cast though. We have Kang Han-oh, we have Han Hye-jo, we have Lee Kwang-soo, we have Kwon Sang-woo, we have Sehun from EXO.
Oh my god. What? Yeah. I am confused. I literally was like, who? For a second?
I was very surprised to see him
there. Because his latest dramas where he's being not really pirates, more modern. Normally he's like the son of like a chairman or something.
Yeah. But he was like the strong silent type. So I think he said like 3 words in the entire movie.
Fair enough.
It was really funny. If you want a comedy, watch this one because it was hilarious.
Okay.
Let's talk about Broker.
So tell me about the plot.
Let me give you a few bits of information first. So this is a drama film directed and written by the Japanese Hirokatsu Koreeda.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't butcher that. And it has some
star power. Big names.
So you have Song Kang-ho, you have Kang Dong-won, you have Bae Doona, you have IU, you have Lee Joo-young from Itaewon Class, and then other famous actors are Song Se-byuk and Lee Dong-hui.
The cast is incredible.
Those are all pretty young. So basically, our girl IU is a prostitute in this film, and she gets pregnant, has a baby, doesn't really want said baby, so she drops it off at a baby box. And for people who don't know, a baby box is usually a sort of shelf, usually close to a church or something, or with like a religious organization, where mothers who don't want their babies can put the baby in the shelf, close it, and then the church gets alerted that there's a baby they have to take care of. So basically, it's like an anonymous drop-off box.
But it's interesting that they are doing this type of film because baby boxes is not something they talk in movies or dramas, There is documentaries about it, but I found fascinating that they decided to talk about this thing in this movie.
Yeah. We have quite a few baby boxes. Well, quite a few. I think we have like maybe 10 or so baby boxes in Belgium. And it's always like a big news story when a baby gets dropped off. I don't think there's usually more than like 4 or 5 or so. But basically, baby boxes came into existence because they wanted to lower the abandonment rates, child murder rates. Basically, it's to save the babies and save the mothers who don't want to be a mother. So interesting story in itself, but there's a different layer to the story because some of the volunteers who work for the church, they hide all evidence of the baby that was dropped in the baby box and they sell it on the black market for adoption.
It's human trafficking. It's human
illegal,
trafficking.
Obviously.
However, their intentions weren't bad. You know my point.
Yes, but
It
even
was wrong.
so,
Absolutely agree with that.
it's
Yeah, it's illegal. Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah.
illegal. Like they have very good intentions and want to give the babies
Yeah.
very good families and stuff,
Illegal.
but it's still not a
Wait.
great
Yeah, yeah,
solution.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, we have IU
Yeah.
who drops the baby. We have the human traffickers, and then we have two more side stories. One is with Bejuna as character who is Sujin, police officer, and Detective Lee, who's played by Lee Jo-young. And this is a team of cops who want to catch the human traffickers. And then there's also the side story of a murder, and that murder being investigated by other cops. So imagine the story is a square. We have IU and the baby, who connects to the human traffickers, but then the line down connects to the murder case because she murdered someone.
We still, I think,
and she's being
there is no clarity
investigated.
about why, the whys for that murder, right? I think I
feel like they briefly mention it, or she gives like a half reason, but he probably did something messed up.
But I felt fascinating that there was so much going on in this film at a storyline level, because there was too many subplots in the main big plot that I'm gonna be honest, I was lost. I was like, what's going on? I was legit lost because I thought that it would go different, and at some stage I thought she would like stay with the baby, but then it takes a while until you actually know a bit of her story. So it's just confusing altogether. It's confusing altogether. We also have big actors that show for like one scene and then they're gone. And then confusing.
It's
100%.
An interesting
really
film.
Good, but confusing.
Yes, I think they could have rewritten the script a little bit, because you have the square, you have IU, the smugglers, the police on one side, and then Beduna's detective team, and they're all connected, but it's still too much of the story to focus on in like an hour and a half.
I think
2
it's
hours.
not even that long.
Because you have this. So IU teams up with the smugglers, or the human trafficking
find the family,
dudes.
yes.
And they kind of bring a child along during their trip to find like proper parents. And you have this like beautiful dynamic that starts to form, because they're like a little
they become a
family.
Yeah.
At one point. Yeah. And you have the orphan who's like, he heard them talk about like the human trafficking thing, and he's like, let me join, or else. And he finally gets away from the orphanage and gets to like go on a Ferris wheel, and that was like one of his
dreams.
Big things.
I kind of wanted to have a family.
Yeah, and it was. It was super, super cute. And I love the found family trope. Like, love it, because you have these people that should not get along, but they somehow do. And it's wonderful and cute. And I wish they had focused a bit more on that magic, because they had such great chemistry together. But then it kind of gets interrupted by the constant, like, police subplots. And even though I love Beduna and I love Lee Jo-young, but I did not understand their characters at all. There's no arc there. Especially Beduna's character. She's very like close to a burnout. Like, she doesn't really care that much anymore.
The case. She wants to close the case and move on. That's what I got from it. And it's like absolutely interesting.
It's a bit of a lost opportunity with this one.
Yes, you have like
there's just too much names. Going on.
A lot going on, and not all of them don't get enough. I don't think they get enough time to
character development.
Yes, to play the story basically. Lovely film still. I will absolutely watch it. The acting and the performance is incredible, as expected by these big actors. I would have loved seeing more character development and more their story like in depth, because it could have been something bigger, I suppose.
Yeah. Let's go to the last film.
Yes.
The last film is Kingmaker.
Yeah.
And this is a political drama film that was written and directed by Sung Hyun. It was set to be released in 2021, but pushed back because of COVID.
Yeah.
And this looks super intriguing. It's all about like politics and like it's about Kim Woon-bum, played by Seo Kyung-gu, who's a politician, and his strategist, played by Lee Sung-kyun.
Okay.
From My Mister.
Okay,
fame,
of course. Connections.
With a deep, deep, beautiful voice.
Okay.
That literally is such an odd pitch, but it works amazingly and it's heaven. Anyways, it's all about politics and them working together to become president, or for Seo Kyung-gu's character to become president. And it's kind of based on a true story.
Okay.
But then taking a spin off as well to make it more drama worthy, I guess. So this is definitely on my to watch list because it looks intriguing.
It looks like your cup of tea. It looks like your cup of tea.
Yes, I love a good political moments.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the top 10 grossing films of 2021.
I hope there is at least a romantic film in the last quarter because I need films in my life. That's it. We'll see.
No promises.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So on that note, we finish this special episode of What a K-Drama Films 2022, and we'll see you next time with a brand new episode of What a K-Drama. And remember to follow us at thekmil.com. Bye bye.